So guys, every single day, Nnamdi Kanu is being justified. I'm going to play a video for you to listen to what Odumeje said. You know, how the Nigerian government systematically, closed down Ibeto and other, industries in the Southeast region just to suppress the Igbo people. Every single day. Let me not waste your time. I'm going to play the video so you could listen to what Odumeje said. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet, and every single thing he said is what's actually happening now. They only imprisoned him because they don't want him to keep on, speaking through to power. That's the only reason he's in Sokoto Correctional Facility, not because he did anything. I can boldly beat my chest and tell you this for free. Listen to what Odumeje said. Please do it to subscribe if you found what Odumeje said very meaningful and insightful.
If we are talking about one Nigeria, we will start to address issues. Ibeto cement must come back. That's a statement and a prophecy. Ojukwu supposed to be celebrating in Igbo land, even once in a year. Because this young man opened our eyes area, and East must stop using Dangote cement. There's a warning. Ibeto cement must come back, and the East must stop using Dangote cement. If we are talking about one Nigeria, we will start to address issues. And all this partiality must be stopped. Because of Dangote cement, the Ibeto cement was total silent. I have repeated again, Ibeto cement must come back if Nigeria wanted that peace. Dangote cement must stop existing in the East. And this young man set up a factory with his money, but because of selfish interest of a government in Nigeria, they destroy his own factory cement because of somebody. That's a statement and a prophecy and a voice of the prophet. Dangote cement will be stopped coming to the East. This cement of Ibeto must come back. The factory was total down, and I'm worried why that cement cannot come back. I remember that time the cement come out. The cement challenges a lot of cements. It brings a lot of cements down. And now in this country, we don't like when poor people are benefiting. If in the country, if this country find what will benefit the poor, Ojukwu the 31 years, I can't forget this man. That is my father, sir. 31 years to submit his life for truth. If you know what the man rejected, to fight for your own freedom. If it's Ojukwu want, Ojukwu for say, let us be doing the business. And then we give him a slot, and he will be one of the Nigerian president. And after that, he will go home, carry his money. But Ojukwu say, no. This is not favoring my people. No. 31 years old. I always respect him. We cannot forget icons. I know many people are making you to be hating such people. Don't. It's our heroes. Ojukwu supposed to be celebrating in Igbo land, even once in a year. Ojukwu supposed to be celebrating in Igbo land, even once in a year. Because this young man opened our eyes area. Everything that make Ojukwu to enter into fight, decided to battle, is happening today in everybody's eyes. If not a good drug is in power, Ojukwu shall be buried as nothing. Come on, we will side to bribe, follow in on entities, follow businessmen that are looking for their stomach. When you do a good job, we can never forget you in this life. That's why we could see cement in one night. The factory must show the factory of that cement. The factory are like that. We are fathers. We are talking about the future of our children, future of the youth of Nigeria. How we shall work it out so that all the youth of Nigerians will have their light and enjoy their resources for themselves, not to enlishing the personal old men's. The kind money they borrow in the head of you and I in this government of Tinu. Borrow without conscience. What of our age, 30, 40, what have we done? So when I remember that age of Ojukwu, our fathers, these people are struggling and only aging to him. Many of them do not carry gun, but are sick. Oh, God, you know what is here. For freedom, for your freedom. Obona your father man and what Nigeria is doing to them is good. All of them when you can I support Obaga, I support Ogoju. But they saw that everything that this country is doing for them, Igbo people, they are not involved in anything, got no benefit.
Now, to add to what some of the things Odumeje said here, have you asked yourself why the Eastern Economic Corridor is closed down? Have you asked yourself why all the seaports in the Eastern Economic Corridor is not working? It's only Lagos State that has 4 working seaports out of about 7 or 8 seaports we have in the country. We have like about 5 that is predominant in the eastern region, but all of them have been closed down or abandoned by the federal government. These are not coincidence. These are, a systematic and probably an intentional act to make sure that the southeastern region do not develop. What happened to Ibeto? That the federal government made sure that they gave upper hands to Dangote Cement to make sure that Ibeto cannot compete favorably in the market against Dangote Cement. They gave loans, grants, royalties, and every other thing to Dangote, but make sure that they left Ibeto and make sure that he crumbled. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu has been crying about: the marginalization of the Igbo people. It is no longer a conspiracy theory. This is what is actually going on in this particular country. The marginalization is something else that a whole lot of Nigerians need to open their eyes and see and speak truth to power. You don't need to be an Igbo person to even see these particular things happening. Should we talk about the seat of the presidency? Why some people can boldly beat their chest and tell you that an Igbo man cannot be the president, and they will swear with their entire life. Since 1999 that we return back to democracy, till date an Igbo man has never even been the vice presidential candidate or the vice president of the country. And you think it's mere coincidence? This is a way systematic, orchestrated, plan to make sure that the Igbos do not even ascend the upper echelon of power. The same thing that goes with the economic distance. If not that the Igbos are quite resilient and stubborn, maybe use the word resilient and stubborn, by now they could have actually suppressed that particular group. But Igbos are wise. They knew that the Nigerian government cannot do anything for them. They had to, disperse themselves, disseminate themselves across the world, not just within the country. And what they do is make wealth there and bring it down home. If not for how the hustling spirit of the Igbos, believe me, the entire southeastern region, in fact, will be worse than the north. But you wouldn't believe that the southeast, fought war, and most of their roads and every other infrastructure were destroyed then, and they were deprived of a whole lot of things. But look at how the Igbos have rebuilt their cities more than even areas that did not fight war in Nigeria. If not for the resilience of the Igbos, believe me, that the Igbos could have been suppressed. Well, Odumeje is actually speaking truth to power. That is why I love him. Regardless, he does not fear you. He will tell you the bitter truth, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. So what he said is the truth. Ibeto Cement should come back to life, which is as simple as ABCD. Well, that's all we have for you guys. Do it to subscribe to our channel if you found what we just did interesting, and also do it to click on the notification button. See you guys later.